So she like starts the ultrasound and like 5 seconds into it, she says, "Oh, well, guess what?" Hey guys, so I wanted to finally do a life update video. Is that what you call those? I haven't done one in the past because they seem to me like a little bit self-centered or something. Like I'm just gonna sit down and talk about myself now. Feather, what are you eating and where did you get it from? But at the same time, I really love watching these videos. We have some things coming up in the future that if you guys aren't updated on what's going on, you're gonna be like, when did that happen? So this is definitely necessary. I hope that you guys enjoy catching up on me a little bit. So I think the first thing that I'm gonna jump into, which a lot of you guys are probably curious about, I've gotten a lot of comments and emails asking us where we are in this journey, and that is our fertility journey. So last you guys heard of our fertility journey, except for a little bits and clips in our vlogs, I had uterine polyps, which is my least favorite word probably in the world. In like the very beginning of summer, late spring, I had gotten a surgery to get my uterine polyps removed. And that was definitely something that was interfering with our fertility journey. On top of that, if you guys haven't seen my like kind of fertility journey video where I just tell you everything that's been going on, like why we're not pregnant, I will link that video down below. So I'm not gonna go too much into our backstory, but I also have PCOS, low thyroid, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis. I also have a blood clotting disorder which causes miscarriages, and I have uterine polyps, so there's a lot going on. So basically our plan was to get those removed and then go to the fertility doctor, and we were going to jump into the heavy stuff. So we were gonna skip right on over Clomid because I had already done that before and it didn't work for us. So we were gonna basically go into insemination and IVF. And there was just a block there. And I just felt like an idiot. And I was kind of, I don't know, there was just something that wasn't connecting, and it was kind of a hard time for me because I was trying to figure out why we weren't like jumping to go do IVF. So I kind of had heart to heart with myself, and I was like, okay, well, is it that I don't want to actually like be a mother? Like what's going on? And then I realized, and it kind of just hit me like a ton of bricks, that that's all I want. I just want to be a mother. And I didn't necessarily need IVF to get there. It wasn't speaking to my heart to go and do IVF. So then I talked to Joe about it, and he was basically on the same page. So then we spent like a month or longer really praying about it and really praying about what the next step was towards becoming parents, instead of just taking the next step that we were supposed to take. So through that journey, we really had decided that what was really speaking to our heart was adoption. And I didn't think I was gonna get emotional about that. We haven't quite, I'm kind of like struggling to share this with you guys because there's things that are coming up that I don't want to like, there's a process of things and I don't want to like share things too quickly, but at the same time, this is like where we're at. So forgive me if I'm a little bit stumbly, but anywho, through lots of prayer, we decided that we really want to become parents, and that we don't need to carry our own baby to become parents. We had talked about adoption for years, and it is something that we both really believe in. It is something that we both think is so absolutely beautiful and is such a miracle and a blessing. And we love adoption, and we really found that that was what was speaking to our heart more than going to a fertility doctor and doing IVF and things. And when we had decided that, I really felt at peace with it. This is like in the beginning of the summer. We hadn't 100% decided on adoption, but we were kind of, you know, going down that road, and we were pretty sure that that's what we were going to be doing, and it just felt good to our hearts. But we had a absolutely crazy summer ahead of us. And I was really stressed out. We just had so much going on in the summer that I didn't want to like add such a crazy thing on top of it, like starting the road to adoption. So we decided that basically the beginning of September, we would start, you know, exploring that option more. But basically the beginning of September, I thought for a while there that I had gotten pregnant, which you hear all of the time, like right when you decide to like put that down and you go in another direction, boom, you get pregnant. So yeah, I thought that I had gotten pregnant. So that really shifted things. And I thought that I was pregnant for like a while. So I scheduled an appointment with my, is it gynecologist or OBGYN? And is there a difference? I scheduled an appointment with her, and I told her that I thought that my polyps were back, which I did think that either my polyps were back or I was pregnant. So she scheduled an ultrasound for a few days later. I got the ultrasound, so it's an ultrasound tech that's doing it, not my doctor. And so I'm laying there and I'm about to get the ultrasound. I'm thinking I'm either gonna find out that I have polyps or that I'm pregnant or nothing. So she like starts the ultrasound, and like 5 seconds into it, she says, "Oh, well, guess what?" Literally, that's what she did. She was like, she like perked up. She's like, "Oh, wow, guess what?" And I'm like, and so I thought like that I was pregnant. I was just like, holy crap, I'm actually pregnant. Holy crap. And then I was like, what? Because I'm just like dying right now. And then she said, "There's two." And so then I thought, holy freaking crap, I'm pregnant with twins. Polyps just right there. I was like, I wanted to kind of smack her, but in her defense, she had no idea that I thought that I could be pregnant. My lighting, the sun is already setting. It gets so dark. Sorry if my lighting has gone to crap. Anywho, she had no idea that I thought that I could be pregnant. So I think that if she had thought that, she wouldn't have been so excited about polyps. Why was she that excited about polyps? So she proceeded to do the ultrasound, and she found 5 polyps. The last time that I had polyps in the beginning of summer, I had 2 polyps, and they like caused so many crazy symptoms and wreaked havoc on my life. And then I had an appointment scheduled with my OBGYN immediately after the ultrasound. So then we meet with the doctor, and she is a very, I kind of don't like her because she's a very calm, cool, and collected doctor. Like before, when I had my polyps, she didn't really believe me that I had polyps, and she just, I feel like I could go to her and be like dying, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, it's okay." So when we met with her, she still was very chill, like she wasn't freaking out, but I could definitely see that she was concerned and worried and kind of being a bit hasty. She was absolutely shocked that my polyps were back so quickly. She said that she had never seen that before. So she definitely just had like a seriousness about her, which was kind of shocking because that's not her personality. Basically, her concern is that not that the polyps are cancerous right now, but that the reason why my uterus keeps growing polyps is because it's precancerous. So in like 10 years or whatever it is that I would get uterine cancer. So I don't have uterine cancer right now, but it's in the future type of thing. And so she wanted to hurry up and schedule the surgery to get those taken out. So I have that surgery scheduled for November 17th, which is coming up. When we were talking to her, we had kind of mentioned that we were thinking about adoption, and she kind of just looked at us and, you know, kind of nodded her head and said that she thinks that adoption is the best route for us to go. And she wasn't like saying it encouragingly, like, "Oh yeah, that's great." She was saying it like, "That's my recommendation for you" type of thing, which made me feel better about adoption, but also because at this point, so in the beginning of summer, I'm all over the place. The timeline is just going back and forth. The beginning of summer, I just have a paw on my boob now, Bev. Do you see how that's inappropriate for a video? So in the beginning of summer, we were really excited about adoption, and then I went through this month period where I thought that I had gotten pregnant. And during that month period, it sounds crazy and I feel stupid saying it, but when I thought that I was pregnant, I really loved that little baby that I was pregnant with. I was never pregnant with a baby, so it gets a little crazy, but I took my prenatal vitamins every day. I took my baby aspirin every day for my blood clotting so I don't have a miscarriage. I cut out soda like completely for the first time in my life. I totally thought that I was pregnant. I allowed myself for the very, very first time in years to like dream about that stuff. And so then when I got the results that I most definitely was not pregnant, and then it went right back to adoption, I was a little bit more, not bitter, but just sad. Whereas the first time that we had chosen adoption, I was really excited. Whereas the second time around, it was just a little bit more of just like mourning that I'm never gonna have those things. Maternity photo shoots and pregnancy announcement cards and stupid stuff that doesn't matter. But it was definitely a little bit of a sting the second time around. But yeah, so that was just a couple of weeks ago actually that I had that appointment. So that's kind of where our fertility journey has been. We're not announcing that we're adopting yet, but if we are in fact 100% going down the adoption road, I'm going to have like an announcement video that we're adopting with Joe. And we haven't done everything that we need to do to be approved for adoption. Like we're at the very, very, very beginning stage of going down the adoption road. And now that you guys know where we're kind of going down, I will document it a lot more. Besides that, my health, you guys have known that my health hasn't been that great with my rheumatoid arthritis and my lupus. I had a very, very difficult summer with my arthritis, especially because the medicine that I've been on for the past 7 years just started to not really work anymore, and that was my Remicade infusions. So I finally had an appointment with my doctor, and basically he just upped my prednisone. So easy. I was on Remicade and then I was taking like 3 milligrams of prednisone, and he upped it to 20. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to do Remicade infusions along with my prednisone, and I think that that is like my drug combo that is getting me to function. Tomorrow is my infusion, so typically I'm the worst right now, and I can, you know, move. It is really great for me. It's a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, and it's definitely prayers that have been answered. So I'm feeling better, which is yay! I'm so happy about that. Other than that, my YouTube channel is going great. I'm really proud of where my YouTube channel is. I definitely want to like kick it up a notch. I feel like my YouTube channel, like my vision for my channel is always just out of reach, and I'm not exactly sure how to get there sometimes. So sometimes that can be a little bit discouraging, but at the same time, I am just so extremely grateful for all of you guys, all of your comments, liking, supporting, sharing, your messages. You guys just mean the absolute world to me, and thank you so much for all of your support. I think that's pretty much gonna do it. I feel like I've been talking for an hour and the sun is quickly setting, so I need to wrap it up before my lighting goes to complete crap if it hasn't already. So yeah, thank you again for your guys' support. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.